Hey, Andrea, just let us know when we can start. I'm going to go ahead and get started just so that because we're already 6 minutes delayed and I don't want to delay it anymore. So I'm starting the webinar now. Just so we're on the same page, I'm going to say everything in English and give instructions on how to get interpretation, and then the people will be choosing their interpretation. So starting the webinar now. Oops. Yep, this is what I was afraid of. It keeps going back. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Sorry about the few technical difficulties. Apparently, we're still, in this day and age, we're still facing those. Let's just double check that everyone is, yeah, we see here that participants are joining. Apologies for the delay. We'll just wait a few more minutes for a few more folks to join us. En español, disculpa por el atraso. Vamos a esperar 2 minutitos más para que lleguen los otros participantes y ya empezamos. Para quem fala português, desculpem pelo atraso, estamos esperando só mais alguns minutinhos para que outros participantes possam nos acompanhar e a gente já vai começar a apresentação. Good afternoon, everyone. For those who haven't heard it yet, we're just waiting a few more minutes for more folks to join us. Okay, I see here that we're getting some more people. Well, since it's 3:28 already and I don't want to delay this further, we're going to get started. And you know, this recording will be available online, so hopefully we'll all be able to catch it. First of all, thank you all very much for joining us today, and welcome to the I-10 2022 virtual seminar, Quality Teachers, Quality Future. First things first, interpretation. This opening session will be all in English, but we do provide interpretation in both Spanish and Portuguese. So for those who are English speakers, of course, you're not going to need it. So I'm going to give the instructions in Spanish and Portuguese, so just bear with us a little bit. Para los que todavía no saben cómo usar la modalidad de interpretación, si te vas a los 3 puntitos ahí abajo de tu pantalla, aquí en su teléfono, si estás usando tu móvil, te das la opción de elegir la interpretación y ahí te vas a dar cuál idioma prefieres. Y entonces eliges tu idioma y vas a tener acceso a la interpretación en español. Y si estás en tu computadora, te vas al globito aquí, y igual te vas a dar las opciones de idioma, y ahí las elige y podrás escuchar la presentación en tu idioma tu idioma favorito. Okay, well, thank you very much. Si hay alguna pregunta, por favor, nos escriban en el chat. Se alguém tem alguma pergunta, escreve no chat e a gente pode ajudar com como fazer a interpretação. Just how to navigate Zoom webinar platform. I believe by now we're all very familiar with the platform, but the chat is where everyone can communicate with everyone, please do say hello. Where are you from? We love seeing where you're joining us from. We usually get participants from all over the Americas, and that makes us really, really happy. Unfortunately, because of the size uh, and the type of presentation we're having today, we're not doing the raise hand, but you can certainly do Q&A, and we'll try to our best to reply to any questions you may have. Interpretation, we've already gone over. Apologies to the interpreters if I'm going a little bit fast. It's just that we're running late a little bit. The session will be recorded and it will be available on our YouTube channel, but it's also being live cast on our Facebook page. However, it's only in the in the language of the presenter. So, who's speaking to you right now? My name is Patricia Moraes. I'm the program coordinator for the Inter-American Teacher Education Network, a program of the Organization of American States. And our mission is to strengthen the teaching profession in the Americas. And the purpose of this seminar, we have this annual seminar, which since the pandemic started in 2020, we've been forced, like most other events, to migrate it into a virtual format. And so, but our seminars are a way for us to recognize the work of the I-10 community, our teachers, our educators who work with us in our network, but also to share new and innovative ideas and practices with the larger community, as well as highlight those fabulous works that are being produced in our region and provided a platform for networking and exchange of knowledge and information amongst our member states, our institutions, and our teachers. So with that, I'm gonna play you a very short little video so that you can get a little bit more of a sense of who I-10 is, what I-10 is, and how you can get involved. Please let me know, team, please let me know if you can hear the video.
For the past 17 years, the
Yes.
Inter-American Teacher Education Network has been working to give teaching the place it deserves, becoming a key partner for educators and institutions such as governments, universities, and NGOs. I-10 is a mechanism through which the Organization of American States advances on the goals of the Inter-American Education Agenda and contributes to the UN Sustainable Development Goal number 4. I-10 aims to strengthen the most influential profession in the world, teaching, by providing professional development opportunities for teachers, cross-cultural collaboration, and knowledge exchange in the 30 development to more than 300,000 teachers through webinars, workshops, and other multilateral projects, and has collaborated with 65 institutions, awarding more than $600,000 in seed grants, ultimately resulting in a community of more than 30,000 active members. We believe that learning is endless, and that well-prepared, well-supported educators are crucial to building a resilient, inclusive, and equitable future for the region, because quality teachers equal quality education.
So that's a little bit about, about who I am, about who we are, I'm sorry. And at the end, we'll share with you a little bit more information about how to get involved. So just to give you a little bit of an outline of what today's presentation, this little opening session is going to be about. This year in particular, we are highlighting Suriname. The reason we're doing that is because the focus of our seminar this year is to talk about best practices and policies, programs, and practices in STEM teacher education. Our educators have, through I-10 activities, have produced incredible work over the past 3 years in STEM education. And so this year we assembled a remarkable team of academics and administrators and policymakers from the region to analyze that work and extract best practices and recommendations that we will be sharing with you through the coming sessions in this seminar. And so for our keynote speaker, we have the illustrious Minister of Education of Suriname. And then we have the Director of Programs in Teacher Education in Sanasu, also Suriname. And finally, we have one of our stellar teachers, Cindy, who's going to tell a little bit about her story with I-10. So without further ado, Dr. Marie Levin, she's the Minister of Education, Science and Culture in Suriname. She's just had an illustrious career, becoming Minister of Education in 2020, a position she had originally refused when she was offered back in 2018. But she's clearly had a varied career in academic and international development with the World Bank, with International Development Bank. And so she's clearly a very accomplished and fantastic person to kick off our event today from the policy perspective. So I'm going to play a short video by her that I hope you will enjoy.
Hello, colleagues from I-10, teachers from the region. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to this OES gathering that I think of as a meeting of the minds. As the former director of the Department of Human Development, Education and Employment, I have organized and led several projects for the Latin American and Caribbean region, and I always had a special heart for the profession of teaching and the importance of being a classroom teacher. As a teacher, we all wear many hats and are responsible for not only the content knowledge for students, but also helping build their lifelong learning skills. Today, I want to leave you with a message of one of the most important lifelong skills, which is collaboration. Collaboration is about building networks, which is what you are all here to do. Collaboration is about building partnerships, which I hope you will accomplish after today's meeting. Collaboration is about building relationships with other teachers, leaders, higher education partners, and more. Finally, collaboration leads to building your own pedagogical practices by sharing and learning from each other. So I wish you all the very best for a successful collaboration today at OES item, and I hope you will continue to use the opportunity to continue your collaboration to personally and professionally grow as a teacher or a teacher leader. I wish you much success and thank you for listening.
Okay, great. I hope everyone can hear me.
Hay muchas inquietudes, muchas preocupaciones, muchos desafíos que tenemos los docentes.
Apologies.
Y lo que vamos a hacer en este rato es reflexionar sobre algunas de
Okay, Apologies about that. Next, we're going to hear from Mrs. Rasanda Pai Kortar. She is the director of the Center for Continuing Education in Sanasu. She's been doing a wonderful job as part of the I-10 community, developing and implementing just innovative projects in Suriname that has reached the teachers from areas, the more rural areas of Suriname that don't have access to hardware or software to be dealing with the challenges that the pandemic brought about. So with I-10 funding, she was able to advance some work towards that, and we're very proud of the work that she's done. So I would like to share a little bit of her story with you.
Good day. My name is Rosanda Apay Kurtar, and I am the director of the Teacher Training Institute, the In-Service Teacher Training Institute in Suriname, South America, SENASU. I say hi to everybody who's watching. We have had the honor to be in the OAS ITEN program in 2020 and 2021 with two diverse projects. One for Marawijne, which is the far east of Suriname, and one in Geri, which is the far west of Suriname. The project was on subject integration, STEM, but also on working with Google Classroom. We as SENASU are very proud because we have seen that subject integration can be done in diverse areas in Suriname, that it is helping teachers out. It is really more ready for them to acquire new stuff. It is easier for them and also for the learners. And the teachers have shown that they do not need a lot of information to work well together. This has also given us a boost because right now we are busy with the child-centered education in Suriname, and we're focusing much more on how kids are learning and how to implement diverse subjects in one teaching, so working with teams. And so this has shown us that what we say that we want to achieve, the vision of the ministry, is really something that we are able to achieve because we have done this on a small scale already. And if the teachers in Marawijne and Nagiri can do it, then I think it is readily available for all teachers in Suriname and maybe even all across the world. So I would like to thank the OAS ITEN and also the Ministry of Education of Suriname for allowing us to be able to be part of this project. Thank you very much.
All right, let me unmute myself. And next, we want to hear from our amazing Cindy Leaflang, who's a teacher. She's the recipient of 2 of I-10 Teacher Leadership Award, where she's been using the funding to train other teachers in her community, and therefore becoming a multiplier agent and a leader in her community by using her her newly acquired knowledge through the I-10 community and passing it on and multiplying the effects of it by training or providing capacity building to her colleagues and her community. So sorry about that. All right, 1 second.
In 2020 and 2021, I was a part of ITON OAS project team on behalf of SUNASU, that is the Center for In-Service Training in Suriname. This collaboration has broadened my horizon. The discussion we had has made me realize that educational changes are a worldwide issue. The discussion that we had every 2 weeks has led us to come up with innovative solutions to common educational problems in respective countries to solve a particular educational issue. Those 2 years boosted my self-confidence. For example, in 2021, I was asked by ITAN to represent teachers on the 8th of April during the series of virtual conversations on teachings during COVID-19, promoted by the OECD, UNESCO, and the Teacher Task Force. In that same year, at the request of the OECD, I contributed a second time to this series. Professionally, I was able to work with the history section at our school to work more student-centered in the classroom and integrate STEM in our didactics. With the 2 seed grants awarded to Sunasi and the 2 leadership funds awarded to me, I was able to train teachers and headmasters from 9 of the 10 districts in Suriname. This year, the work within the teams is very different. The work has been challenging for me, but because of the patience of the team coordinator, I was able to contribute to our final product. And in this process, I learned a lot and also realized that there is so much more to learn in the field of education. Because of the encouragement of the ITAN team, I realized that the next step is a PhD. With their help, I was able to find a PhD study that is fitting for me and will enable me to contribute to sustainable educational changes in Suriname. ITAN has not only helped us to become more professional as teachers, but also helped us to grow personally. That's why I truly hope that ITAN can continue their work to ensure sustainable educational change and continue to impact teachers as myself. All teams and their coordinators have worked for months to present everything you will hear and see today. I invite you to be inspired by this seminar. If we can achieve this, so can you. Let's collaborate.
All right, so that was Miss Cindy Leafling. She is, again, I can't praise her enough for all of her leadership work in her community. It's truly inspiring. Next, we will would like to hear, sorry, apparently we weren't able to add his bio in time, but Dr. Padu is a great partner of ITAN for many, many years, and he's in addition to being a stellar academic, a brilliant academic, he's also been a major force behind ITAN's networking efforts, the part of the network where we try to bring together countries, institutions, and teachers to collaborate and innovate and create innovative solutions to common problems that we have in the region. Oftentimes, we're working our own little silos, those being our institutions, countries, even our schools, and we don't realize that there are many other places and institutions dealing with the same problems. And so that's why we believe it's so important to come together, and that's why we provide this platform, so that there can't be that exchange of knowledge and information and the creation of new solutions that address similar problems. So Dr. Padu is a champion of that for us, and so I would like to hear a little bit from him, from how he's done that for the region through the ITAN community.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Padu Seshayar, and I'm a professor and director at George Mason University. As a member of higher education, I have truly enjoyed the partnership that OAS ITIN has helped to build between ministry leaders, school district leaders, teacher leaders, and most importantly, classroom teachers. This multi-level collaboration is essential to enhance our own teaching practices and share these best practices across different countries. Thanks to OAS ITIN for creating programs such as Teams, OAS ITIN seed grants, which has helped me and several others to connect with a variety of stakeholders from the ministry, from various countries, including Jamaica, Antigua, Barbuda, Belize, Bahamas, and Suriname, which is where I'm speaking from today. And you heard the minister's message earlier from this country. While we are all from diverse nations, our mission to impact student learning is the same. Promoting the awareness of diversity, equity, inclusion in education is also the same, which helped our team to come together and finally continue to create educational innovations through STREAM, science, technology, reading, engineering, arts, and mathematics. This collaboration has led to new ideas involving the potential to develop a pilot digital credentialing program for teachers who will participate in professional development workshops and go on to develop pedagogical practices for an inclusive classroom, develop authentic learning experiences with integrated lesson plans and video modules to create a student-centered classroom and create a network of more educators and help build local capacity. So kudos to OAS ITIN for bringing a multidisciplinary team of international teacher experts for partnering together to come up with innovative ideas and giving us the opportunity to share and learn from each other. And thank you for making this happen once again. And to Patricia, Allison, Pilar, and the entire team at OAS ITIN. Thank you very much.
And thank you for to Dr. Padu for those wonderful, wonderful words. Can't be grateful enough for him for all that he's done for our network and our countries and institutions. Okay, well, I hope those testimonials, those brief words have given you an idea of the impact that I-10 has had in the region and what we can do and the value that the network can provide to the teaching profession in the region. And I hope that inspires you to join us and support us going forward. But I also hope that gets you excited for the events that we have to come. I know we're running a bit late, and I apologize to our next presenters, but I would like to just give you a very brief overview of what we'll be seeing today. So as you can see, for those who haven't, for those who've participated in the two previous virtual seminars, we're using a different platform this year. So just wanted to give you just a quick run through so that you can situate yourself a little bit. Here you have on the Google Slides, on the bottom left corner, you have the auditorium, which is essentially where you are now. When you click that, when you go and you can just click that the sign auditorium, you'll be automatically taken into a room that looks like an auditorium and a screen. And if you click that screen, you will be redirected to the agenda. And on the agenda, you'll be able to see what's going on, and you'll be able to just click the a join button for if it's a live session going on. And then in addition to that, so please take a look at the agenda, see all of the events that are going on, because some will be live presentations and some will be more networking, more checking out different exhibits. So make sure that you take a look at that and see when and where you want to be at any given time. So, excuse me. That's one way of navigating the platform. Another way, and one of the easiest ways, is um, this top gosh, words here. You have the lobby, which is where we are right now. And then if you click on the Hall of the Americas, you'll be taken to our booth area where our partners are presenting their work. And we highly encourage you to check those out. I'm just going to go over the most important ones for now, which are the Hall of the Americas. You want to go check out the poster hall, which is where the teachers are showcasing their work in the classroom. And then afterwards, we have the lounge, which is where you will be able to just network with all other attendees and presenters. And finally, something that we're doing this year is the photo booth. It's a photo contest. You go to the photo booth and you get the chance to take either a picture, a boomerang, or a GIF. Make it as fun as you can, and that will be posted, and it will be open for voting. And the picture that gets the most vote, or the most like, if you'd like, will get their stories, whatever story on education and on their accomplishments in education. We'll publish that in our main publications, which is distributed amongst thousands and thousands of teachers across the Americas. And so please make sure to check that out, make it a little bit fun, and please make sure to check out all of the amazing events that are going on. The very next event that's going to happen is right here in the same room, so you don't have to go anywhere. And it will be a presentation by the fabulous team, the work task force team that has been analyzing the work and literary work available on best practices on policy in STEM teacher education in the region. So you definitely want to stay around and check out what those main findings were and what the recommendations for how to design and implement innovative and effective policies for STEM teacher education in the region. And so with that, I'm going to pass on the word to my colleague, Pilar Suarez, who I'm not sure is here in the room yet. So if you will just bear with us for just a quick second, so while we do that transition, we'd appreciate it. And before I go, there is a very, very neat feature in this platform that we've highly encouraged you to use, which is the chat. You can chat with anyone at any time. You can create your own chat rooms. So here, for example, I'm in the lobby and I want to go into the Hall of the Americas. Here are all of our booths. And for example, if you go into the item booth, here you see our booth, and right now it seems like we can't click on our resources yet, but that will be up soon, I promise. And this little button right here is the chat button, and here you can create or ask to join several chat rooms, and you can create your own, and you can do it. You can just do text chatting, but if you want to, for example, do a call with a somebody who's from a presenter from a booth or something, you can do a video call, and automatically that will open there you go, a video call. And up here, you can copy that link. Every video call will create a distinct link, and you can share that link with anybody who you'd like to invite to join you on that meeting. So that is a really neat way to network and get to know people and have conversations and ask them more about their work. So we highly encourage you to use that feature because one of the main one of the main uh, goals of our event is to get people to network as much as possible. So always, if you have any questions, go to the info desk, and somebody will be there to provide you help support here through the chat. And yeah, and then enjoy. We hope you have the best experience possible here, and reach out to us with any questions or anything you may need. With that, I'm going to ask one of our team members if they have the presentation for the next presentation ready so that we can queue it up and that our interpreters can join. Moment, do we have the next presentation by any chance? My apologies, everyone. Give us just 1 second so that we can figure out this little technical difficulty. Okay, everyone, my apologies. It seems that we will have to join another room. So if you may want to exit this room and then just click on the auditorium button or the auditorium here up on the navigation pane, and it will take you to the auditorium and the agenda, and there you find the button to join the other session. Apologies for that, but please do make sure that you go and join that session because you won't want to miss it. Thank you all so much. Enjoy the event.